That is freaking cool. This thing right here is a fake sun. But what is a fake sun? And why does this tiny town have one?
From October to March, the sun never rises.
And it never gets any direct sunlight in the winter.
Today, I'm gonna travel almost 1,000 kilometers, sleep wherever I can, to uncover exactly what this fake sun is all about. Now to get there, I'm gonna need to travel about 800 kilometers across Scandinavia by plane, train, and then finally, car.
Attention passengers, we've now reached our destination.
Okay, so here's the plan. Touchdown here in Oslo, we'll get my car. I start driving out to the tiny little town of Rjukan.
Okay, so now that we have the car, it should be a straightforward drive, about 175 kilometers to the darkest town in the world. I totally went in the wrong way, not even close to the right way. Let's keep going. Well, I accidentally drove all the way to a town called Rjukan, not to be confused with my actual goal, Rjukan. So I took off into the Norwegian wilderness, but I basically stopped right away to put the drone up in the air. Hello, police. So I solo traveled deeper and deeper into Norway, doing my best not to drive off the road, until I decided maybe it was time to drive off the road.
This place doesn't make sense. It's so beautiful.
Then finally, after what seemed like absolutely forever, there she was, right in front of my eyes. Woo! Okay, I made it to the darkest town in the world. It is sunny. Okay, I think it's probably time to explain why this darkest town is so bright.
Okay, so basically, I visited the darkest town in the world in the brightest month of the year.
But I wasn't deterred, because the internet told me I would still find the darkness. So I hit the streets to better understand what exactly was going on. And this is where I met an incredibly kind local who explained everything to me.
I am actually a bunadstilvirker. It literally means tailor of bunads.
Quick side note, these are bunads.
In Norway, we're very proud of our dresses.
Okay, after I learned a whole bunch about the traditional bunad dresses, I decided it was time to ask the hard questions. How do you like living in Rjukan?
The sun disappears.
Yeah.
We're talking months at a time. In the winter, there is no sun down here.
Yeah.
Obviously it's daylight, but there's no sun.
So, slightly confused, I left the bunad seamstresses to figure out what she meant. But then suddenly, as if on cue, I spotted a massive line of light passing right over the town. Welcome to Rjukan, the town with the least direct sunlight on Earth. Okay, so this is Rjukan, and this is about the extent of sunlight they get for much of the year. So what gives? Well, when Rjukan was founded, it was dropped deep in the bottom of this valley. Now, in summer, like right now, that's not too bad. But starting in late September, the sun stays hidden behind this mountain for over 6 months. And here's a shot of exactly what it feels like being on the ground when there's no sun down here.
That's the valley, that's the little town there, and up here that's the rest of the sun.
And check out this side map. Already in late September, you can see how Rjukan stays in the shadows from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. No direct sunlight. The place is breathtaking, but I don't know if I could live with that little sun.
Rjukan!
So on my way back into town, I started noticing some really interesting signs. Something called Solspeilet.
But after generations of cursing the darkness,
Rjukan has finally seen the light.
They threw the switch on the world's largest solar mirrors.
In 2003, Rjukan did the unthinkable. They created 3 massive mirrors and placed them right on top of a mountain. The purpose? To bring that sweet sunlight to the town when the sun is gone. But one question.
It was controversial.
Really?
It was very controversial.
I had a little problem with the mechanism.
Yeah.
It was the, why are we spending money on this?
Yeah.
Why are we spending money on that?
Do they help?
So yeah.
Does it do anything, or is it more like a...
When it was working, reflected the sun from
Yeah.
up in the mountain down to like a meter square.
Yeah.
I think it's currently out of use.
Okay.
I think the motor on it's broken or something.
Okay, so it seems like there was a bit of skepticism about the finances. But it turns out, roughly 50% of the whole project was paid for by Norsk Hydro, while the municipality and the commune covered another 20 and 15%. So, the project was pretty expensive, but...
It did bring in tourism, the sun mirror.
I'm here.
You're here.
Yeah, it definitely brought in tourism, but I feel like I need to see these mirrors for myself. So I went back to my hotel and went right to sleep so I could find the mirrors first thing in the morning.
I don't think I've slept so little in my life.
Check this out, right up behind me. Damn. And it zooms down here and gives me that sweet, sweet sunshine. Oh, and if I was here in winter, this is how the giant mirrors would work.
Nature has not provided sunlight, but modern engineering has.
I'm gonna go find a hiking path to see if I can get up there. And here, I even met some nice Norwegian locals who were able to point me in the right direction. Okay, and you said it will take about an hour?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for showing me. Have a good night. Here it is right here. 1.5 kilometers up. Let's get going. Okay. This is no longer a concrete path. It's gonna actually be a real hike going up. So that will be nice. Nice like a punch to the liver. I seem to have forgotten at this point that I hadn't slept a single hour the night before. And 10 minutes in, and I was already starting to show cracks in my armor. But when you're having fun, you're having fun. It's really weird doing this without the wife or the guys, because this hike is spectacular, the views are spectacular, everything around me is absolutely gorgeous, but you want to share it with somebody. You want to say, oh, look at that, or oh my God, what's over there? But when you're doing this solo, you just kind of share those moments for yourself. And every time I was blinded by the sun, I couldn't help but think, the comments will never believe that this is the town with the least direct sunlight. Yo, I am dying. I'm literally hiking through stuff like this. I don't even know if I'm on a path right now. And at this point, an hour and a half in, I am completely ready to give up. Until suddenly, I see something. Is that a thing? What is that? Please be a giant mirror. But it's just a broken house. Must be an old logger's house or something. Crazy. Wow. Whew. Look how old some of this stuff is. Old thermometer. Jars. Wonder if it's still good. Ancient Coke can. Wow. Old hammerhead. All in this tiny little mountain house here. I think that house back there gave me a little bit of energy. I have faith. Let's go. No way. No way. Oh man. After weeks and weeks of planning. Wow. This is so cool. Well, this was so much harder than I expected. Look at that. These are the world famous mirrors. Wow, those things are massive. That is a big, big, big mirror. Oop. Oh yeah, picnic table, let's go. That is so cool. Oh man, look at those. Those are beautiful. Ah, so cool. I could see the mountain right behind me in the mirrors. That is freaking cool. And those things zoom right all the way down there and light up the town. There's just a big old mountain sitting right there. I was planning this thing for weeks and weeks, so I'd already seen the pictures online. But I don't think they could ever convey the same feeling you get from being right up close. So if you're ever in the area, definitely come check them out. If not, get outside, go do some scary things. Oh, And if you're interested, check out my video on the largest stick fort in the world. Thanks again.
I gotta go down and find some dinner now.